Radio Seoul is a great story. It's located on the Shamali Plain, which used to be the front lines between the Northern Alliance and the Taliban. And in the Shamali Plain, we were able to work with the director of Radio Seoul, Zakia Zarki. She was the first director of a radio station in post-Taliban Afghanistan. The first female director in the country.
Let me tell you an interesting story about that time. Due to the political situation, we just had news broadcasts. A commander threatened me with death if my voice was ever heard on radio again. The programs that we broadcast, based on our contract with IOM, were about elections, human rights, and agricultural projects for rural women. Our objective has been to solve the problems of people who have no access to higher institutions. We can be a bridge between the people and the government. There are always good and bad memories until one dies. The day the radio station was handed over to me, that was my happiest day, so that I could work for my people and society. My bitter memory is when I was threatened. I will continue my struggle.
IOM has established opportunities to earn a livelihood for women who might otherwise be sitting at home. The income of these women has directly benefited their men. This in itself has emphasized the trust of the people in their government.
There was a 4-month training period with honeybees. The engineers came and said, "We will provide you with the project." There was almost a week's training in the Department of Women's Affairs. Then there was a 4-month training period, which included beekeeping, as well as literacy classes.
Main problems of the gender issues in Afghanistan is the economic independence. And we are trying to start things in a small scale. In order for Afghans to be connected into the central government, they need centers in provinces. So IOM is building, through USAID funding, 14 women centers all over Afghanistan.
My job is to improve women's conditions by providing them with education, health care, and basic human rights, especially those women who are imprisoned inside their own homes.
I will tell you my story. I didn't want to marry this man. He started beating me. I still have the scars from that beating. He beat me so much that I couldn't feel my body afterwards. I informed a relative. He came and admonished my husband in front of me. However, when he got out of the house, I heard him telling my husband to lock me up and beat me all night and in the morning kill me and tell others that he caught me cheating. I said to myself, what should I do now? There was really nothing to do. I have nobody besides God. I went to the governor's office. The governor sent me to a doctor. They examined me and finally decided to imprison my husband for the beatings. However, when the soldiers came to handcuff my husband, he gave them a bribe. Next day, he came to me while I was being examined by a nurse. He had a knife in his hand. He wanted to beat me, but I ran away. The governor directed me here. This is a big help for women. This new building is going to be a big help.
Through the head of a local organization, the proposal was sent to IOM. The Department of Women's Affairs told us to purchase the land from the provincial government. Then the provincial government gave us this land. We put forward the proposal to IOM, and they are now building this women's center.
The majority of people are illiterate. The chaos of conflict has affected the minds of our people, making them more narrow-minded and conservative, saying women should not leave the house, should not study, and should not have knowledge and understanding.
They use those centers to do training, to build their capacity, so to bring the voice of women back into the table.